The screen opens in complete darkness. No music, no ambience, only a faint electrical hum, like power running through old wires inside empty walls. Then a soft click. A phone call recording begins to play, distorted and full of static. A woman's voice whispers, shaky and breathless, "I think someone is inside my house. Please don't hang up." In the background, a floorboard creaks. The line crackles. Then the call cuts out mid-breath. Silence. White letters slowly fade in at the center of the screen. Midnight Phillies. Casi 006. The narrator speaks calmly. Almost too calmly. Most disappearances happen outside. On highways, in dark alleys, in places where danger is expected. But sometimes the worst calls come from people who never even made it past their own front door. And when help finally arrives, the house is empty. Evelyn Moore was 40 years old, worked remotely for an insurance company, and lived alone in a small suburban home in Ohio. Quiet neighborhood. No crime history, no recent conflicts. According to neighbors, her life followed the same routine every day. Lights off by 11 Coffee HE6. Work calls in the afternoon. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious. At exactly 1:12 a.m. on November 8th, emergency services received a call from her phone. The operator answered normally, expecting a routine complaint. Instead, she heard whispering. Evelyn sounded terrified, like she was hiding somewhere. She said she could hear footsteps in the hallway. Doors opening slowly. Something moving around inside the house. She insisted every door had been locked, every window sealed. Her voice kept breaking, as if she was trying not to cry. Then something heavy scraped across the floor in the background. The operator told her to leave immediately. Evelyn replied, "I can't. It's between me and the door." After that, her breathing got faster, shorter, panicked. The operator kept her talking while dispatch sent a patrol car. 6 minutes away. 6 minutes felt short, but for Evelyn, it sounded like forever. On the recording, you can hear her shifting, fabric rubbing against the phone like she was crouching behind furniture. Then a loud crack echoes somewhere inside the house. She gasps. "It just opened the kitchen door," she whispers. The operator asks who opened it. Evelyn doesn't answer right away. Then, quietly, she says, "I didn't." Something else starts moving. Slow steps, not rushing, not hiding, just walking calmly toward her. Police arrived exactly 6 minutes later, lights flashing red and blue across the house. Everything outside looked normal. No broken windows, no forced entry, no one running away. They knocked several times. No response. The front door was unlocked. Officers entered with flashlights drawn, announcing themselves loudly. The living room was empty. The television still on. A half-full mug of tea on the table. Steam barely visible, like someone had been sitting there seconds ago. The kitchen light was still warm. The house didn't feel abandoned. It felt paused, like time had stopped mid-routine. Then one officer noticed something strange on the wooden floor. Long drag marks, thin and parallel, like something heavy had been pulled slowly down the hallway. They followed the marks toward the bedroom. Evelyn's phone was lying on the floor, screen cracked, still connected to the emergency call. The operator's voice could still be heard faintly saying, "Ma'am, are you there?" Over and over. The bed was untouched. Windows locked from the inside. Closet empty. Bathroom empty. Every inch of the house was checked. Attic, basement, crawl space, nothing. Nobody, No intruder, no sign that anyone had ever been there besides her. Yet the call had clearly captured movement, breathing, footsteps. Something else sharing that house with her? And then they replayed the final seconds of the recording. At the very end, Evelyn whispers something so quietly it's almost lost in static. "It's right behind me." There's a sudden thud, like the phone hitting the floor. After that, only silence. But when audio specialists enhanced the file days later, they found something that made investigators uneasy. Beneath Evelyn's breathing, there was another sound, another set of breaths. Slower, deeper, too steady to be an echo, too close to be background noise. Achi. 2 points. Faint vocalizations appear. Not words, not quite human speech, just broken syllables, like something trying to imitate her voice. Learning how she sounded, practicing. Security cameras from nearby houses showed no one entering or leaving that night. No cars stopping, no figures on foot, nothing. It was as if Evelyn simply vanished from inside a sealed home. The case was labeled a missing person investigation, but nothing ever surfaced. No bank activity, no phone pings, no sightings. Just gone. Months later, the house was sold. The new owners didn't tell us a week. They reported footsteps in the hallway every night at the same time, doors slowly opening by themselves, and twice the landline inside the house dialed emergency services on its own. When operators answered, they heard only breathing, no voice, just someone listening. Both calls lasted exactly 6 minutes before disconnecting. The final shot shows the empty hallway of the house at night. The camera slowly moving forward. Every door slightly open. Darkness inside each room. The narrator lowers his voice one last time. Some people disappear without warning. Others leave clues. But the most disturbing cases are the ones where you can hear the fear happening in real time, because that means in their last moments they weren't alone. The screen cuts to black. White text fades in. Evelyn Moore still missing. The phone recording plays one final time. 2 breaths, not one. Then the line goes dead. Silence.